Spent more than 10 years building iOS. Huawei lost Android, lost Google services, got hit with heavy US sanctions, and many people thought the company was finished. But what happened next shocked almost everyone. Instead of giving up, Huawei decided to build its own operating system from scratch. That operating system is HarmonyOS. And now, the latest numbers are showing something very interesting. According to a new report from Counterpoint Research, HarmonyOS has once again beaten iOS in China. HarmonyOS now holds 19% of the smartphone operating system market in China. But here is the crazy part. This is not the first time. This is actually the 7th quarter in a row that HarmonyOS has stayed ahead of Apple's iOS in China. Think about that for a second. 7 straight quarters. At this point, it is no longer a lucky win. It's becoming a real trend. And the growth is not only happening in China. Globally, HarmonyOS reached 5% market share in the first quarter of 2026. Last year, during the same period, it was only around 3%. That may not sound huge at first, but in the smartphone world, growing by that much in just 1 year is a very big deal. While HarmonyOS is growing, Android is actually losing some ground. Android still dominates the global market, but its share has dropped from around 80% to about 73%. That's the lowest level Android has seen in years. Now let's talk about China, because this is where things get really interesting. HarmonyOS is having its best performance since 2020. It's getting very close to reaching its previous peak. And Huawei is not only selling phones. The company has been building a complete ecosystem. HarmonyOS now supports hundreds of thousands of apps and services through Huawei's ecosystem. This is important because people used to ask one question all the time: can HarmonyOS survive without Android? Well, I think that question has already been answered. HarmonyOS survived. Now the bigger question is this: how far can it go? Just think about everything Huawei had to deal with. No Google services, no Android support, restrictions on advanced technology, heavy pressure from sanctions. Yet somehow, the company still managed to build a platform that now controls 19% of China's smartphone market. That's honestly impressive. Huawei's leadership has already talked about bigger goals for the future. The company wants HarmonyOS to become one of the major operating systems in the world. And if current growth continues, that goal may not be as impossible as people once thought. Another reason many people are watching Huawei right now is because a major update is coming very soon. HarmonyOS 6 is expected to be announced at Huawei's developer conference on June 12th. Reports suggest we could see a smarter AI assistant, a cleaner user interface, and deeper integration across Huawei devices. If Huawei delivers those improvements, HarmonyOS could become even more attractive to users, and that could help push those market share numbers even higher. So where does this leave Apple? In China, iOS is currently sitting behind both Android and HarmonyOS. That's a position Apple is not used to being in. Apple remains one of the strongest smartphone brands in the world, but in China, it's facing serious competition. iPhone sales in China have been under pressure, and Huawei's comeback is making things even harder. Samsung is barely a factor in China's smartphone market today. Right now, the biggest battle in China is mainly between Android and HarmonyOS, and Huawei is slowly closing the gap. So when you look at HarmonyOS beating iOS for 7 straight quarters, it doesn't look like luck anymore. It looks like years of planning, hard work, and a company that refused to quit when everyone expected it to fail. Now, I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think HarmonyOS can reach 25% market share in China before the end of 2026? Or do you think Apple will fight back and reclaim its position? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And stay tuned because the HarmonyOS 6 launch is just around the corner, and it could be one of Huawei's biggest moments yet.